The Bank of Canada yesterday announced that they are launching a full-scale attack on the real estate market. Now, yesterday, the banks let the big clients know that they are putting in measures to cool the hot real estate market across all of Canada, and that there is a long list of changes coming down the line, and they told us to brace for impact. Hey everyone, I'm Jeff with the Brantford Realty Group here. I'm going to keep you up to date with the latest news from the Bank of Canada and what it means for both buyers and sellers in today's market. So if you do find any value, hit that like button and comment below on what your thoughts and opinions are. So let's get to it. Yesterday, the Bank of Canada let the big banks know that there are a lot of changes coming down the line, and they're going to be coming all at once. Easy credit conditions are being reversed and then some, says BMO Market Capitals. Overall, these measures won't have as big as impact as if they were going to raise the interest rates higher, but they are going to be pushing the boundaries from where we've seen them. There is now a full-scale attack on the Canadian real estate market from various levels and various policies. The Canadian real estate market's biggest hurdle is market forces. Since the Bank of Canada acted late on inflation, they are going to need a lot more firepower in order to tame the market. At the same time, the highest inflation in decades has pushed the 5-year Canadian bond rates even higher. The combination will see both variable and 5-year fixed rate terms surge in the coming months, which is expected to accelerate its tightening pace with a pair of 50-point increases over the next little while. And they expect variable rates to hit 3% at least by this summer. The market was feasting on low percentage rates during the pandemic. Well, not anymore. Canada Real Estate is also gearing up to tackle non-resident buyers or foreign buyers in the state. For example, Ontario has now raised their non-resident tax up to 20% from 15% earlier this year, which only included the Golden Horseshoe area, which is the Greater Toronto area, and that's where most of the economic development is. So now it applies to all of Ontario as opposed to just the Golden Horseshoe area. Now, Nova Scotia has decided to join BC and Ontario in taxing non-residents. The non-resident buyer tax in Nova Scotia is only going to be 5% of the purchase price, which is a lot less than the BC and Ontario. They're actually thinking about adding another 2% property tax to non-residents. Doing this and pushing higher regular carrying costs could lead to less profitability. And this could mean it could be a deterrent in them buying foreign buyers from buying the house, or it could be pushed, the cost could be pushed onto the household. So there's definitely more coming from the Government of Canada in the next coming weeks. They're expected to release their next budget on April 7th. So basically, Ottawa is leaving the Canadians' residents guessing as to what policy changes are coming down the line. But the vacant home tax is all but passed. The Canadian Department of Finance is looking at the details, and they are looking at the wide loopholes that there are currently in the policy. But the tax is a largely psychological tax and is meant to deter them from even thinking about buying in Canada. Breaking the speculative forces on the Canadian market is one of the giant steps they can do to tackle this problem. What that means for buyers is that you guys should get into the market sooner rather than later, as the Bank of Canada is going to raise the rates again two more times by at least half a point. So that means you actually be able to afford less. What this means for sellers is that the Bank of Canada is doing everything it can to lower the price and cool the Canadian real estate market. So this is going to mean that there's going to be less showings, less buyers out there, and ultimately it could lead to a flattening of the prices. So you're going to want to sell while the market is still hot. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Drop any of the comments you guys have below on what you think is going to happen, or if you have any questions, I'll get out and I will answer them. But be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, let's make today a great day.